Hey guys, welcome to Christina Cakes It. I'm Christina.
I'm Sydney. And I'm Wyatt.
And today we're making a Star Wars galaxy cake. So I'm so excited for this episode because this is my first time having guests on. And if you guys watch my channel, you know how much I love all of my nieces and nephews. And Sydney and Wyatt are here for the week and we went to Disneyland and it's also their dad's birthday. All right, guys, so you were at Disneyland for the whole week. What was your favorite thing at Disneyland?
The Incredible Coaster. It goes very fast and the drops, it's actually way faster than light. So when you go up, when you go up, you're staying like this, but when you go down, you're actually going up, but there's a seat belt so you don't go flying on a tunnel. And why this coaster was created was it's about the Incredibles.
That's so cool. So
and
the
what
Incredibles,
they're doing is they're looking for Jack that multiplied when it's from
Director?
Incredible 2.
What was your favorite thing at Disneyland, Sydney?
And Jack teleported. My favorite thing was the Goofy's roller coaster.
That your uncle picked you up and carried you all over the park whenever you wanted him to?
Mom, when we went down, it was a short way down, and Mom screamed like a little girl. Oh yeah, like Chippendale roller coaster.
Let's keep that in there.
That was in Toonville, the small ville.
No, it's not that.
All right, so Disneyland was definitely a success, but it also happened to be their dad's birthday, and so of course I was gonna make a cake. So I have already prepared here. There's a 3-layer red velvet cake filled with cream cheese frosting. I did frost the outer layer with buttercream because I did want it to crust. So something important to note about airbrushing on buttercream is this cake is cold, it has crusted, and so this is the perfect surface for airbrushing on buttercream. So I have seen this technique a lot done on fondant, but I like the taste of buttercream better, and you can actually airbrush on buttercream, so I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to do that. So to create this galaxy, we're gonna be using several different colors, and we're actually gonna be starting with blue, moving on to purple, and then finally black. And something to note when you are airbrushing is a little goes a long way. So you always wanna start off further away from the cake because you can always add more, but you can't take color away. And we are gonna start with the blue and then finally layer on the darker color. So as you guys can see, I have completely covered my counter with, this is actually like packing paper because airbrushing is super messy and you don't have to do this, but you will have a film of color if you don't. So I did put foil over the cake turner and obviously the counter as well to help with the mess. I'm gonna add some purple. And you're gonna hold good farther back from the cake. Good job. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Good job. And then go up and down. I'm gonna get down at the bottom. Good. And move it. You don't want to completely cover it. Just a little white space here. Good job. And then we're gonna do a little bit at the top. Okay, careful because it's on. So carefully do the top. Good job, Wyatt. Excellent. Looking beautiful. Perfect.
And I'm out. Can I do the blue?
I'll give you the blue, but then we're gonna switch to Sydney, okay?
And
So
I
just
get
a
to
little bit
do the last color.
A little further away from the cake. Good job, ready? Any of the other spots you see, you can go over the purple too. This is creating depth. So what you can see with the layering of colors is this is creating depth in the cake. Good job.
It doesn't look like a galaxy. It already looks like one. And it's going to say Star Wars at the end.
So now that we have our blue and our purple, we are going to add just a little bit of black. And so we have to be careful, Sid, not to add too much, okay? Because we could cover the whole cake in black and ruin it. So just do a tiny bit at first, okay?
How I did the little pump.
So we're going to, go ahead. Good, Sydney, good job.
Look at that.
Love it. Oh, great. Good.
Why don't you also get the bottom?
Oh, I think we need. Oh, beautiful, Sydney. Okay, maybe we add a little bit more. I love it. Got a little too close to the cake here. We want some frosting.
She's low.
Good job. Do you guys think we need any more color somewhere?
Yeah.
Where do you think we need color?
I think we need some color, like, in the little parts that have, like, in a little bit of metallic. And I can do that part. If you spin it a little fast, it'll dry quickly. We don't want it to dry too much.
So we have completed the first step of our galaxy cake, and I think Sydney and Wyatt did a beautiful job. So this to me definitely looks like a galaxy, but it is totally missing something. So it needs some stars. So to make the stars, I've seen it done a couple different ways. You can use white buttercream icing and make some dots, but we're gonna do it a more fun way. And I'm actually using icing whitener, so bright white, and we're gonna be using paintbrush and a toothbrush that I used for this specifically for cake decorating to basically fling some stars onto the cake.
So you go.
Okay.
Wait, what's that?
This is like white food coloring.
It's glue?
No.
Why would you say it's glue?
It looks like glue. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm just gonna fling my white icing food coloring onto my cake, making a splattering of stars. I think I just got some on Wyatt's face.
And I liked it.
It's edible. See how cool that looks, you guys?
Yeah.
Do you wanna try, Sid?
Yes.
Okay, your finger is gonna get dirty. Oh, good, that's a good star. Oh, this way, and then fling it. Like this.
So it's a toothbrush.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah, add some on the top. Oh, it looks so good. Can I take you just a little bit this way? Can you get off of it? Thank you. Perfect.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm so excited about our galaxy cake. I love completely how it looks. But the last piece of this to make it a Star Wars galaxy cake is we have to add the Star Wars writing, of course. So I did cut the Star Wars logo out of my homemade marshmallow fondant ahead of time, just for the sake of time. I literally just printed it on a Word document and traced it onto the template. And something cool about fondant, if you need to make your decorations ahead of time like I do, you can actually cut them out ahead of time, and if you put them on wax paper in a plastic container, they stay fresh. And so these are still soft, even though I did this yesterday. So I'm gonna go ahead and place the logo on the top of the cake, and then we will be finished. So our Star Wars cake is complete, and I think it turned out super beautiful and super cool, and I am so lucky that I had Wyatt and Sydney here to help me. I couldn't have done this cake without them, and they of course have a special message for their dad.
Happy birthday, Dad.
I feel like we could leave that in. So we'll do it that way. So we'll do it, they have a special message, and you're gonna say happy birthday, and you're gonna say daddy, okay? Okay, so our Star Wars Galaxy cake is complete, and I think it turned out super beautiful, and I'm so lucky that I had Sydney and Wyatt with me to help me. I could not have done this cake without them. And of course, they have a very special message.
Happy birthday, Daddy.
It works, right? Okay, I'm gonna count to 3, okay? And you guys are gonna say happy birthday, daddy, together. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday, Daddy.
So I do hope that you guys enjoyed this episode and you learned about airbrushing on buttercream. And if you did like this episode, don't forget to like it and subscribe to my channel.